Mara had a habit of kissing the air before she entered her room, a private superstition left over from childhood, absurd and secret, and impossible to explain. One kiss for the lock she trusted, one for the dark she did not, one for the version of herself that might still be waiting behind the door. The first time the door appeared, it was standing in the middle of her apartment wall as if the building had forgotten to finish her room. No frame, no handle, no lock, just a pale rectangle breathing softly in the plaster, like skin stretched over a wound. She stared at it until her throat tightened. Then she touched it. The surface was warm. The door opened without a sound. Inside was her bedroom. Not similar, not copied, hers. The same crooked lamp, the same black ribbon on the chair, the same cracked phone screen on the desk, even the half-written note on her pillow that said "kiss, kiss, kiss" in her own handwriting, though she had no memory of writing it. Mara stepped back, heart hammering. The room behind the door was lit by the kind of gray light that arrives before dawn, but her apartment was still night black around her. She leaned in and saw herself reflected in the mirror. Only the reflection was smiling. She jerked away and, against every instinct screaming in her ribs, went inside. The room breathed around her. The air smelled of dust and perfume and something sweet gone rotten. Her desk drawer was open by 2 inches. Her bed was made. The shadows under it seemed deeper than shadows should be. She crossed the room, touched her own pillow, and felt a second pulse underneath the fabric, as if something had been sleeping there a moment ago. A whisper brushed her ear. Again. She spun around, but the room was empty. There was no door behind her anymore. Only a blank wall. No frame. No handle. No way back. Panic sharpened everything. She hit the wall with both hands, pressed her ear to it, cried out until her voice cracked. Then, as suddenly as it had appeared, the wall opened from the other side. Mara stumbled back into her apartment. The real one, if it was the real one. The door was gone. Her room looked unchanged, yet not unchanged at all. The lamp was off. The ribbon had moved. The phone on her desk was face up now, recording. She had not touched it. The screen showed the last 7 seconds. Her own body standing in the doorway. Her own face turned toward the room. And behind her, in the dark of the copied bedroom, someone else sitting up very slowly from the bed. Mara reached for the phone, but the playback was already ending. The figure in the recording tilted its head, as though listening. Then it looked directly into the camera. It was wearing her smile. Tonight, she does not sleep. Tonight, she sits with all the lights on because she understands the rule at last. The door only opens once, but whatever is inside does not stay where it was left. At 3:17 a.m., there is a knock from the inside of her closet. 3 soft taps. Kiss, kiss, kiss. Mara does not move. A voice, gentle as a lover and empty as a grave, speaks through the wood. You came back wrong. Then, from the blank wall where the door used to be, a line appears in the paint, thin as a smile, and slowly begins to open.